So you got your new induction top, got a pan on there, ready to go. When you turn it on, this happens. Nothing. Why? Because it's supposed to fire up like this, but you got the wrong pan on there. So in this video, I'm going to explain three things: what an induction top is and how it works, why your pans aren't working, and how to test to see if you have the right pans in the first place. So with a conventional heat source, you have something like a flame or a coil that radiates heat out. It goes around it, it goes up underneath it, certain spots get hotter. But with an induction top, it works off EMF or electromagnetic fields. Essentially, it has a magnetic field that spins around. So if it's not something magnetic, it's not going to affect it. Some people are sensitive to EMF fields. That can be an issue. Cooking wise, meat itself will not be affected by the EMF or boil water or whatever the case is. It needs the right type of metal to absorb that magnetic field and be able to cook, which leads to number two, why your pans aren't cooking. Part of how it works is the metal, right? So this aluminum is not going to pick up a magnetic field. This pan, on the other hand, is nice and heavy and has this big base plate, but it's still not going to work with my induction top either. Only my copper chef will. They have similar base plates, so you would think they'd work the same. This one's a little heavier than the copper chef, so why isn't it working? Well, we'll get to step three. Real quick, if you were checking out this video to see how an induction top works and you haven't made a purchase yet, this Nuwave PIC that I've been using for years has been great for me. It has some issues like cracking right here where the controls are, allows water to get in. Now, obviously, I've never got shocked, but it does allow it to short out, and then it doesn't allow you to change the temperature and stuff. You have to wait for it to dry out. That is one downfall if it splashes over, but as long as you keep it clean, I don't have problems with it. But I left links for Amazon. Also, since I only use the copper chef on it because that's all I have that works with it, I left some links down there for you to get a wide range of stuff from copper chef because I've had this longer than the induction top and it's held up better than any other cookware I've used. Just know that I will make a small commission if you make any purchases. Now let's get to step three. If you're not buying new cookware, you can't look up the existing cookware you have on a website somewhere. How are you supposed to tell if it's going to work? Well, we already figured out that it works magnetically, right? So get a magnet and test your cookware. The only cookware that's going to work is something that's iron, steel, or ferrous. All the aluminum and stuff like that isn't going to pick up the magnetic signal. That's why even though this one's heavier and bigger than my copper chef, it still doesn't work because copper chef has induction plates on the bottom that stick. There's a caveat to that though. The pan works because the base of it is big enough. This, on the other hand, see how it's got edging that's actually aluminum? It doesn't heat up. So when I'm cooking something, all the edges right here don't heat up like they're supposed to. The inside will get hotter and start to burn. And if you have something that you can't actually stir and you're like flipping it, your edging is not going to cook on something like this. So keep out for that. Just because it's induction top does not mean that the entire plate is going to heat up and cook. Like I said, if you want to get any of this stuff for yourself, I left links in the bottom. Just remember, I'll make a small commission. Oh, and watch this video right here. YouTube thinks you're going to like it.